Afrida, what are the questions that are now being raised? Because this has been festering for days at end. It raises huge questions on the governance of the state and Biren Singh.
See, when it comes to the governance, there are a few points where it needs to be addressed. The state government has to behave like the government has to behave like the guardian of the state, especially the CM has to behave like in a sense, he has to project himself as the guardian of the state. He can't be the CM of one community. Moreover, he has to see the state is under such a situation where both the communities are fighting with each other. Whatever way be the circumstances like the poppy cultivation or alleged poppy cultivations and two groups and all the involvements, it can be discussed. But the thing is now, the CM has to take the confidence of both the groups, that is Kuki and the Meiteis, to put the situation under control, which I can see the earliest possible solution. But the thing is that the government here is like, what I can see, it's like they are talking about one community, which I think we need to address both the communities' problem. Both the communities need to be considered as he is the guardian of the state.
There's a lot of questions that are being raised on the leadership of the Chief Minister of Manipur, Afrida. For our viewers who are, a little clueless on what has gone down, because of course, to quote a cliche, the tyranny of distance there, will you give us a background on what started the violence, which started many weeks ago? Can you talk us through it and tell us exactly, what went down?
The Indigenous Tribal Forum has called for the Solidarity March on 3rd May, as it has come to in various reports as well. And that march has turned into a violence. And then since 3rd May, it has started, and since then it is still tense. And when I spoke to the Meitei people, they are saying the Kuki people are upset with the fact of the SC status which has been demanded by the Meitei community. And when I spoke about the Kuki community, with the Kuki community, they are saying that they don't want NRC, and they are saying that they don't believe also on the migration issue, because they say that it is they are divided by the international boundaries and the national boundaries, and they are moving on the same land. And interestingly, these are the things which need to be addressed by the Chief Minister, because there are migrant issues in Manipur which cannot be neglected. But the thing is, they are also saying upfront, on front of the camera only, that they don't believe on migration. They are moving on the own land, Kuki community especially I'm talking about, and they are separated by the international boundaries like Bangladesh, Myanmar, and India. And in
there's a sense, Afrida, which is right now coming in from the Kukis. That sense seems to suggest that they don't trust the leadership, which is the Chief Minister, because he belongs to the Meitei community.
Yes, the Kuki community have lost their confidence, and you can see that the 10 MLAs have already submitted their demands for the separate administration. There has been a press conference also by all those 10 MLAs. So they have already demanded for the separate administration. But separate administration or separate state cannot be the solution. The solution has to be the integrity between the two communities who need to live in the state of Manipur together.
Frida, appreciate you joining us. You stay safe, and we are going to continue to come back to you. What I'm going to do right now is, for our viewers, play a ground report that my colleague Afrida Hussain filed from Manipur. She's one of the very few journalists of the national media reporting and getting us an hour-to-hour update. Things like she pointed out right now, very, very, very tense, to quote Afrida Hussain, my colleague.
Here at Sugnu, an area where the recent violence took place, you can see that the bullets of handmade bullets are here, and you can see the landmines are over there. I will show you the situation out here, and you can see how the civilians are using the guns for the self-defense, and I will show you the landmines over here. This is the local made mines which they use during this whole violence. So you can see that one plywood industry has been burned down and lots of houses has been burned down here. The situation is still very tense.